Take me to 15. Let me see if I can start from there. Go to 1. Let's start from 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old, and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau, his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Here I am. And he said, Behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapon, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me venison, and make me savory food, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat. That my soul may bless thee before I die. That my soul may bless thee before I die. Now, any food you eat, there are 2 things that you get from that food. The pleasure of the food, which is the appetite to the soul, or let me say, the pleasure of the food, which is the nutrient to the soul. So when the food is sweet, it feeds the soul. And then the nutrient of the food feeds the body. So, for the soul of Isaac to bless his son Esau, he needed something that his soul is in love with, which is some kind of food. Are we together? And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison. Oh my goodness. And make me savory food, that I may eat and bless thee before Jehovah before my death. So the mother heard of the thing. She dropped what was happening and heard, and then called his son and said, My son, this is what your father told your elder brother. Now understand that anyone that can meet the requirement of the soul, the blessing automatically transfers. Can I say that again? The man that is transferring the blessing cannot choose that I want to give it to this guy or this guy. But because maybe one of them is able to satisfy the demand for the transfer must be made. Let me continue. There are some of you that would think, oh, daddy is blessing some people and is not blessing some people. It doesn't work that way. Oh yeah. There are places where my heart is. If you are able to touch that place, automatically there is a transfer. Something happens. Are we together? Yeah. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. The mother is giving them keys. Go now to the flocks and fetch me from trends 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory food for thy father, such as he loved. Every wife knows what the husband loves. Hello? Yeah. Every wife. If you are a wife here, you don't know what your husband loves. You are preaching also. We have women that are having marriage certificates, but they are side chicks. by the grace of God. And they are doing well in that position. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat. That he may eat. So that he may bless thee before his death. Immediately the food goes in. And the father confirms, this is what I love. The blessing will transfer. What is happening here is what we call the transfer at the marketplace in the soulish realm. The soulish transfer. And the marketplace for that transfer is the soul. And Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, behold, Esau, my brother, is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. Imagine a man that is smooth, daddy's boy, mommy's girl. How can you be smooth? Women are supposed to be smooth. Hello? My father, peradventure, will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon myself and not a blessing. So the boy said, if I go and deceive my father, now curse, he go curse me. Yes. And every father that is capable of blessing, the same level of venom of blessing is the same level of venom of a curse. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. And his mother said unto him, upon me be thy curse. The mother said, let that curse come upon me. If your father curse you, I'll take the curse. Upon me be thy curse, my son. Only obey my voice and go fetch for me. Go fetch me them. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory food, such as his father loved. And Rebekah took the goodly garments of Esau, her brother's son, her eldest son, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob, her younger son. And she kept the skins of the kid of the goat. She put the skins of the kids of the goat upon the hands and upon the smooth of the neck. Are you following the story? Okay. And she gave the savory food and the bread which she had prepared into the hands of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, my father. He said, here I am. Who art thou, my son? Who art thou? So the father is now asking, who art thou? Because of the voice the father heard. The father heard another voice. If you have a smooth skin, you have a very thin voice. So instead of Jacob saying, my father, here I am, he said, my father, here I am. Difference. Hallelujah. And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou biddest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of thy venison, that thy soul may bless me. That thy soul may bless me. That thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, how is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, because Jehovah thy God. And Isaac said unto his son, how is it that thou hast found it? So he said, and he said, because Jehovah thy God sent me good speed. And Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee. The mother, the woman, was able to predict whatever the man was going to do. Somebody say women. Oh, say women. Ejana Hoane Atoaso. And Sunday I will catch them see mommy aduane ofie. Okay, so and Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. Jacob went near unto Isaac, his father. He felt him and said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, as his brother Esau's hand. So he blessed him. And he said, art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now, and kiss me, my son. Come near now. There is a level of blessing. It is called the blessing of the soul. It is an affectionate blessing. Before that blessing is made, it is either the father holds you and kiss your forehead, or you hold the father and kiss his forehead before he blesses you. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field which Jehovah had blessed. And God gave thee of the dew of heaven, and of the fatness of the earth, and plenty of grain and new wine. Oh my goodness. Let people serve thee. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. He said, be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. You see? The mother's son is only one. The guy that was receiving the blessing was the mother's son. He said, let thy mother's son bow down to thee. And let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be everyone that blesseth thee. It came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scared, gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. The guy has now arrived. And he also made savory food and brought it unto his father. And he said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn, Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who then? So Isaac became oh my goodness. Blessings are not worse, and they cannot be replaced. You say, oh, you are blessed. No. When somebody touches your father's soul and takes the blessing, when you come back, there is nothing to be given, except your father is having so much capacity. Because you might think that if the father is the one that is blessing, the father can just decide, okay, bring yours, let me also eat and bless you too. But listen to what the father said. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who then is he that hath taken venison and brought it me, and I have eaten of all before thou comest, and have blessed him? Yea, and he shall be blessed. He said, I'll bless him, and surely he will be blessed. Anything that have gone ahead of you to take your blessing before your arrival, we go after them. We overtake them. We take back the blessing. I said we take back the blessing. Any trait that has gone on in your absence, anything that went ahead of you to sabotage the blessings God has made for you, we take it back. He said when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with an exceeding great and bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, thy brother came with gall and had taken away thy blessing. Who took your way? Who took away your blessing? Who went ahead of you? And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he had supplanted me these 2 times. Now the first time was when he went to hunting, came back, he was hungry, and Jacob was making bean stew, aka gobe. And then Jacob said, Esau said, I am hungry, give me some stew. And he said, I cannot give you. Give me your birthright and I'll give you the stew. And foolishly, Esau took birthright, gave it to him, and took gobe. So he said, this is the second time he has supplanted me. He took away my birthright. And behold, now he has taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not preserved a blessing for me? He said, don't you even have one blessing for me? Let's listen to what the father said. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him Lord. I have made him thy Lord. And all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with grain and new wine have I sustained him. And what then shall I do for thee, my son? There is nothing he can do. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, of the fatness of the earth shall be thy dwelling. So Esau has cried. The cry has touched the soul of the father. The father is trying to release a blessing. Look at the blessing. He says, of the fatness of the earth shall be thy dwelling, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live. The father loves him to the point of trying to look for a way to speak to his son. That the only way you shall live and survive is by the sword. If your parent didn't leave any blessing for you, be a warrior. You are in life, anything touches you, yeah, you are breaking my heart. I'm going to kill myself because you will be a warrior. Nobody cares about you. You die today. People that don't even know you will come and eat under your funeral. And the way they will eat, and the same people that told you they didn't have money, they are going to buy your coffin and bury you. So when there is no blessing from your family, be a warrior. Whether you are a woman or a man, gird your loins and fight your way through. Live by the sword. Anyone that crosses you and want to make the curse come to pass, put them down. Oh, hear me. Yeah. I fought my way to this place. Me. You think people see me so I ask for that the umbrella. Where? I fought my way to this place. I battled my way through. I fought hunger. I fought disappointment. I fought pain. I fought rejection from both parents. I fought everything. I became a warrior. At night, when people are sleeping, I'm sitting on a bare floor, on a park, and I'm hitting my hand on the ground, and I am weeping in prayer. I am wailing. I'm wailing. Asking God, do you have even one blessing for me too? Every night. Because I know the world doesn't like me. So I don't mingle with people of the world. They are my enemies. I am ready to pick up my sword at any time and put anyone down. When you decide to be on the other side. Yeah. I fought my way to this place like David. All the days of his life. The very day he decided to relax and not go to war. That was the day he saw Bathsheba. Crying on the field. I said, God, look at my father. He has no inheritance for me. Look at my mother. There is nobody in my house that is noble. Use me too. Weeping, I prayed for about 1 year for wisdom. Father, give me something in my head. So this anointing didn't come from the place of I am a man of God. It came from a place of Father, bless me too. Bless me too. So I don't have time for no. Look, you don't understand. Somebody came into your life, messed you up. It is because you allowed it. You have made a mistake already. Put it down and move on. You are a warrior. And if God brought you to this church to listen to me today, then it means that you are also going through all the things you have gotten in your life. You fought for it one way or the other. So don't sit down and allow your past, somebody that cannot contribute, don't put them down. Put them down. Move on. Become better than you were. Become better than you were. I am tired. I'm suffering too much. I want to kill myself. Try it. I'll bury you nicely. Me, I know how to bury people. The preaching me preach over phone. Try it and die and see if I'll not bury you. Nice one. Myself, I'll buy your coffin. The way I'll bury you, I corner. When we finish, we continue life. You die for somebody. Don't allow things to get to you easily. Decide your life. Decide. I've decided to give my love to this person. Decide. When the person breaks your heart, it was a decision. I am deciding to take my heart back. A decision. You come to ask me for my car, I give you my car. I saw you in town, the way you were driving the car, I said, give me back my key. That is how the thing is. Yeah. There are people that have been sent as agents to torture you, to destroy you. Don't allow them. Be in control of your life. The only person that should have control over you is God. And the people he has sent to mentor and lead you, give them control. If that person is your husband, give that your husband. But if you give control to a husband that is foolish, well, and by the sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. Is this a blessing? Huh? There is nothing the father could do anymore. But do you know something? When you read on, you realize that Jacob had 12 sons and daughters. Esau had 12 sons and daughters. And Esau had 12 tribes. And Jacob also had 12 tribes. The guy lived by the sword. And they were hunters and mighty men. To the point that when God met Jacob and changed his name from Jacob to Israel, the Bible said that he said, in fact, he went to kneel down before his brother. And his brother said, I don't need anything from you. I have made it myself. I have made it. If that your uncle doesn't take care of you, you won't do well in life. Come on. What are you saying? The marketplace of the soul. It is a place of exchange, the soul, where your soul connects with another person. And you people have an agreement. Immediately you agree that, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too. And you people sit down to have sex. There is an exchange. There is an exchange. So even the people you have sex with, choose them wisely. You say we were Jimmy Pounds on 1 minute better. And what happens is that your destiny can be swapped. Because sex is a fulfillment of the soul. The person's soul is yearning for some particular level of pleasure, and you are offering it to the person. Now, this is the danger for women, especially my ladies. Don't ever have sex with a man because you need money. Don't do it. If you have done it before, we are going to work on it. But after sex, expecting money from the man. No. Because immediately people have sex, there is an equal balance of transfer. Remember, the man has released something into you. You have not given anything back. Are you getting what I'm saying? So because of that, there is something in you that goes to the man. And that thing, I'll try to cover it a bit. What happens is that when you have sex with a woman, the man releases the sperm. What does the woman release? Can somebody tell me? What does the woman release? Huh? What the woman releases does not show physically. The woman releases some level of vibration, which is like a chi. It is not meant for the woman to use. It is meant for the man. But the woman could decide who I will give it to. So the woman releases a chi in their spirit or in their belly that goes straight into the man and makes the man stronger, sharper, and more advantageous than the person that didn't have that thing. When that thing is coming out of women, it is. Do we have children here? What the sperm of a man contains is a life force. A life force is something that gives meaning to a woman's life. That is why when a woman cannot give birth, society is against that woman and don't even see her as a woman. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's just an example. And what makes a woman conceive? The sperm. It is a life force. If the sperm does not make a woman pregnant, it gives her something else that makes the woman a proper woman above all the people. That is if the man is having a life force at all. So when the man gives out the sperm and the woman releases something inside, it is an energy that is discharged from the woman, and it comes from honorable women. What it does is that it goes to open up the man's hidden qualities. And when that thing, before that thing can come out, the woman must get to a point of satisfaction, and the woman must become vulnerable for that thing to come out. And when it gets there, most women shake. What's happening that is that something, an energy is coming out from them. Some women really, they shake. Don't look at me as if you don't know what I'm talking about. Some women shake. They don't shake because they're enjoying it too much. They've hit their level. They've hit that apex. So at that time, they don't have any option than to release that energy, that force, to the man. And when that force is coming, it comes with a strong vibration and aggression. When a man stops at that point, the woman can say, I beg you. The woman can beg the man to continue. It's their life force, and only women have it. So when this exchange happens, the man has given the woman a life force, and the woman has given the man an energy that will cause them to become unique, like a superman in their field of work. After the man has done this, if you want the life force the man has given you to remain in you, an exchange has already gone on. You take another money, and the man gives you the money with the mindset that I'm giving you the money because of the sex we had. What has happened is that the man has intentionally taken back the seed or the life force he gave to you and replaced with his something paper. Am I teaching? That is a marketplace for transaction. And it can happen by two people. And that is where masturbation becomes dangerous. Because at that time, you are releasing an energy for nothing. The energy is released for nothing. And that is why two women cannot also have sex. Because they are releasing equal energy. And it will surely clash. And when it clashes, equal energy clashes, they nullify each other. You cancel each other. You are dying. And that is what the West are trying to do to people. Two men releasing seed to waste their seed, to waste their life force. And two women releasing the energy that must help a man, and they are releasing it, and it is clashing to kill the women. No fa obon so fa nche. E mamba de no kura de no na yeme hi no. E mamba de no. O pe be ma say. And that is why women who feels entitled, if a man will give you a gift, he should give you a gift because they love you, not because you had sex with them. They reduce you to nothing. Any man that tells you, before I give you this thing, I would like to have some time with you, that man is a thief. If you don't say that, she will not come. Also, yes, see, if you don't say that, she will not come. So that is one of the marketplace. An exchange goes on there. The woman has the thing, she can't use it. She needs to give it to a man. So the woman must decide to choose carefully the kind of man. After you have finished having time with that man and the man is walking away, or the two of you are walking away, you should be bold enough to say, I took something from this man which is honorable. I have released an energy to this man which will help him get to where he's going. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. So that is the soulish level where transaction takes place. There is exchange on different levels between a man and a woman. Have you seen a prostitute becoming something notable in community? No. Do you know why? They pay them for the energy they give them. There are some prostitutes, when your energy is getting finished as a woman, can I teach you? When your energy is getting finished as a woman, no man needs you. So you see that there are times you realize that every man shut down on you. They don't call you. They don't care about you. But maybe it gets to a point you are with another man. The energy of that man is now making your antenna blink again. And all of a sudden, every man is coming together. If you are here and married men, single men, non-single men, medium single men, they are not all coming, calling you, hey, you are looking beautiful. Can we have some time together? Let's go for a date. When it is not happening to you as a woman and you are not yet married, there is a problem. I'm telling you the truth. There is a problem. Men, we are under obligation to go after that energy. It is the energy that attracts us, not your ass. Because if it is that one, somebody has bigger one, or nicer one, or rounder one. Oh my goodness. So immediately you should realize that something is wrong. When the man doesn't love you, and yet the two of you have sex, he has not released anything. He gave you water that contains protein. When a woman doesn't love you and she sleeps with you, she does not, she didn't release anything. She gave you soft body. That's all. There must be a connection of the soul. And when that happens, you see that people will say, you have become more beautiful. Oh. You are this. Oh. Remember, the person that touched you before that thing happened has released an energy. If it is not happening, you have become beautiful. You are looking good. You are nice. Can I marry you? I am married, but I want to date you. Those things, it is a signal that something has triggered in you. That is when you need to become priceless and decide who, by your own will, you will give that thing to. But the first thing that comes into the mind of women, Yaris. But a car. Why are you looking at this guy like that? Do you have Yaris? And so why are they looking at you like that? The guy dresses well. He uses nice perfume. No. Can the guy maintain your energy force? Because that energy force the man gives you is what makes businesses work. It's what makes doors open. It is your energy that opens doors. It is your energy that grants you access. It is your energy that takes you to another level. The energy you have is what does things for you. So when a lion gets to a particular point and he wants to cross, he roars. And when he roars, the road clears. He walks through. What do you have to release? Are we together? So an exchange goes on. So what do you put these scriptures here? An exchange goes on at the soul level. At the soul level. Because when somebody comes and is crying, oh, Daddy, if you don't help me, I'm dying. Daddy, Daddy. Then he says, oh. Immediately you connect with the person's sorrow at that level. An exchange will happen. A normal course. To help the person, help the person. You can have compassion, but not pity. Are we together? Yes. Yes. The second one I want us to talk about, according to the law of the universe, for balance to be maintained, when something is given to you, an equal proportion of what was given to you must be taken. A life for a life. Am I making sense here? According to the universal law, when something is given to you, an equal proportion of the same thing is taken from you, whether you see it or not. That is what the Bible said. The lender is a master to the receiver. Don't be in haste to always take. Anytime you pick up an offering and you put on the altar, so far as when you put offering on the altar, you don't take anything physical away. The rule of the spirit is that something must come to you. If you have this at the back of your mind, you carry things. You do what? You attract things anytime you enter that realm. You go to the kingdom of God, you go before a king, and you give out a gift to the king. You can never go free. It's not possible. So you come to the altar and you put something here. The altar is under obligation to give you something in return. It might not be money. It can be protection. It can be healing. It comes in different ways. The altar must choose what you need at that time to release to you. When you release something, an equal proportion of what you've released. The Bible said the rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is a servant to the lender. The one that borrows is a servant. That is what the Bible said. There is blessing in giving than receiving. You are the one giving, but there is blessing. And this rule does not apply to only Christians. It applies to everyone that walks the shores of this earth. So if somebody gives you something in a form of money and you don't have anything to give back to the person, whether spiritually or in another way, don't take the money. I don't know if you are getting me. Yes. So give me one of your phones. So I have this phone. iPhone. How much is it? 8,000. Okay. So I have this phone. The price is 8,000. No, this iPhone. 100 basebi. Aha. Kwandia. William Somsom. So I have this phone. And I want to give it to this guy as a gift. If I am giving it to him, and the God bless you that he will tell me, is not equal or more than the value of the phone, he shouldn't receive the phone. That is why some men of God are poor. They receive offering and they don't have capacity to bless at the level of the offering. This thing I'm telling you, exchange is dangerous. And that is why the devil knows what to do very well. He is an expert when it comes to negotiation and business. The rules of engagement doesn't care if you are God's grandson or you are God's armor bearer or you are the one that massage God's feet. The rule applies to you. And sometimes it goes beyond my authority. Jesus is greater than I am. I'm nowhere near him. So when the thing is lifted to his level, I have to just make sure I find the law and try to see if I can circumvent. He is my Lord. I worship him. So I have this phone. I give the phone to somebody and the person has nothing to give to me. It is either I take it back or the person becomes my slave for the number of years that he can pay this debt of this phone. So some of you are slaves to people. Is that not how it operates on this earth? Who has worked with a loan company before? Mary. Yeah. You too. Yeah. You are taking a salary of, let's say, 1,000 cedis. You go for loan for, let's say, 10,000. For the rest of the time that you are going to pay that money, you are working for the loan company. Yeah, they have your pay slip. They are into your system. When the pay comes, they notify them before they notify you. They deduct their own. Then that is how it works in the spiritual system. Anyone that gives you something and you are not having anything to give back, you are a slave to you work in the person's account. So some of you, the more you pray, the more the person that gave you that thing is becoming rich. Did you not hear and did you not read that the Bible says that Jacob was with his father? The father said to him, I have seen and I have known by experience that it is your presence with me that has made me rich. Why? Jacob was an outcast. He was moving around and he got to a place where the father, Jethro, was it Jethro? Laban was the one feeding him, gave him water, fed him, gave him a place to sleep. So when Jacob's blessing is beginning to manifest, it doesn't go to Jacob, it comes to Laban. Yeah, there is an exchange. The blessing, some of you come and give offering. Once the offering is manifesting, harvest has come and you have to reap. A law is spoken in the spirit realm. The blessing comes, divert, and goes to another person. Why? The person has given you something before. Nipani di bibi ama oda. Oma unu na woje. Papa we di oye good o. Do you notice that these days pastors are becoming so rich? Do you know why? It's not because, how many of you are here that have access to our offerings? Mr. Hedido, do we get much? No. Sometimes by the time we finish the service, the car you brought and everything swallows all the offering. So I can't depend on that, or that offering cannot make me rich. No. But whilst I am here, I am paying people's school fees. I'm doing things for people. Yes. So when it comes for God to bless them, I am considered. That is what pastors do. Don't let any pastor continuously preach to you and bless you, lay hands on you, put you on a different level, elevate you, wake up in the night and be a watchman, pray for you. And when you get the money, chop it alone. You'll be his slave. The time that comes where your blessing must come in some distance, you realize that the pastor is there, then some doors are opening for him. Not because the pastor is prayerful, but because he has done something for you before, and the law is speaking. No crap on America, you won't say so for not a nice car. Was offering because you are frustrated. Yatina so Musa, me was sorry had 16 years in your home share, and I are offering, and they are twa, no more the it's not true. Some pastors they chop offering, but not all of them. Some of them understand rules. Rules of engagement. Better private jet, I did them. Yeah. Apostle Johnson Suleiman was saying something the other day. He said, I decided that I am not going to invest in any property or anything. I'm going to invest in people. There is this guy that went to Brazil. I send him money for this thing. Sometimes I send him money. I take care of him. That was the guy. He paired with another guy Apostle Johnson helped. And they bought him his first private jet. They have paid the man back. You don't understand. Yeah. I have some people, Daddy, pray for me. When the thing works, I will do this. How? Me, there is one gift God has given me to give. I'm a high rank citizen of God, so I understand how these things work. There is nothing you give that will never come back to you. Nothing. I said what? Nothing. That is how powerful first fruit is. When you give first fruit, anything first is for God. Anything first, your firstborn, your first job, your first pay, your first everything, the first month, the month of your is for God. When you release it to him, God is indebted to you. God is indebted. That is a level of exchange that goes on. You cannot afford. And Laban said unto him, if now I have found favor in thy eyes. This is the man he was using as a slave. He's looking for favor in his eyes. The master is looking for favor in the eyes of some of you. The company you are in, they are doing well because you are there. And Laban said unto him, if now I have found favor in thy eyes, tarry, for I have divined that Jehovah has blessed me for thy sake. Who is God blessing because of you? And yet you are broke. He's the one that paid all my school fees. That man is a good man and he's a rich man. And these days he doesn't mind me. But your blessing, the blessing must keep going to him. God has prayed for you and you have been delivered from evil. Look for something that man of God needs and give it to him. Otherwise, somebody like me, I'm your father. That is why I don't use those rules. Men of God that understand the dealings of the spirit, they can mafia you. Are we together? Yes. There are some people in your life, whether you are the master or you are the slave, when they insult you, thank them so that your relationship can continue. Because by the time you have finished exploding because of anger, you have nothing to hold on to. Your life is finished. Exchange. Exchange. Somebody say exchange. 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 Don't allow things to go unpaid. Don't let anyone give you something and think it is free. Of you are here. You are complaining that your wives don't respect you. They married you. Some of you the men, you are married. You didn't marry you. Your wife married you. Because it is her money that was used to pay the bride price. It was her money that was used to pay for the decoration. It was her money that was used to. So in the marriage, because you are the man and you paid for the man's bride price, you can demand for the woman's submission. But if the woman paid your bride price, you must submit to the woman. Jovafi, agbamebena klori, leketat bamele koklo. Kominare vafi, godia mebena nyare leketa godia mele nyanyao. Put pressure on yourself, especially bride price. Pay it yourself. As a man, it is supposed to be given to the parent, mother, father. I contact the infino, mother. Women are spiritual beings. Women are product of spirits. They cannot survive without men. They are also the key to destroying men and making them do well. Women are meant to be owned. Women want to be owned. Own them. Any woman you hear, as for me, I am an independent woman. I don't want any man to control me. Oh, you be fool. Every woman wants to be owned. Every woman wants to be pampered. Maybe they don't understand what they are saying. Every woman wants to be called, this is my wife. So when you see a woman, as for me, I don't want to even marry. I don't want to give birth. I want to live my life. The bay them who be that. Yeah. I don't want any man to come and me because of that. Me, I don't like men to control me. Because I have my money. Women don't get fulfilled by money. It doesn't matter the amount of money they have, they cannot be fulfilled. After getting the money, they need a man to be in their life. They want somebody that can hold them when that their mood come. You know, women can cry without any issue. You don't know. Women can cry because when you were passing by the kitchen, you didn't slap her buttocks. That whole day. You do it every day. Why didn't you do it today? Something is wrong. You don't. The love is coming down. That is a natural woman yearning to be owned. Women, we call it drama. Own her. Every woman wants protection. Protect the woman. That is why if you follow your woman, somebody will beat you anyhow. Yeah. You, I'm going to call my husband for. Also, husband. Why fear me no namo? I'll tell my husband for you. The husband, instead of saying my sister. Instead of saying my sister, I'm not built for this kind of things. Who did that to you? Who said? A woman needs to be owned. Are we together? Yes. Every man is vulnerable by submission. If you submit to a man, he becomes like a toy that you can control. If you submit to a man, he becomes like a toy you can control. But when they said, even when they are saying something foolish, by submission, suggest your wisdom. Oh, David, Sassam now can the Sassam now can a day. I'm fat and Yanasa, my car same way. Oh, Ben my Yakurame. The third thing I want to talk about is let me read a scripture. Am I teaching you or the book of Job chapter 28 verse 17. Job 28 17. The Bible says, the gold and the crystals cannot equal it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewel of fine gold. I wish I can have another. Who has another?
That is from King James.
That's what I just read. But read it. Let me hear.
No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies.
Read another. Another version. Maybe amplified or
from Message. Pearl necklaces and ruby bracelets, why bother? None of this is even a down payment on wisdom.
You see? So here they are putting Have you seen a Muslim receive something from you and not give you something back? Courts don't do that. Muslims don't do that. Do you know why? They want to maintain their balance. And yes, I'll be bread. Somebody gives you money to deliver a service, deliver the service. When you use that money for another thing, Mama Uska said, "Tofon we breme." This is iPhone 14. Okwa no akoto iPhone 9. See any 9. And akoto iPhone 9 abreme. Obviously, the money I gave you is more than the price of the phone. But you have given me phone, by the way, but you are still owing me. A yet magic. Whether I know it or not, it will come back to me. So if somebody gives you money to, don't think you are smart. The only level of smartness is when, by your own this thing, you maximize your profit. Deliver all your services, but maximize your profit. I can talk to only wise people in this level. So he said, gold and glasses cannot equal it. Neither shall it be exchanged for jewelries of fine gold. So what he's saying is that anyone that is able to put wisdom in your head, it cannot be changed with gold. Are we together? No mention shall be made of coral or of crystal. Yea, the price of wisdom is above rubies. The price of wisdom is above rubies. So in your dealings with men and with God, make sure the exchange is balanced. Make sure what? The exchange is what? Balance. I've agreed to dwell in dealings with, make sure the exchange is balanced. Change. Never take things for there is nothing free in this life. Anything you are giving for free, you are giving something else for it. Can I say it again? I think it should be part of our coach. There is nothing free in this life. Anything you are giving for free, something else is taken from you. So don't ever think whatever you got is for free. Even the life you are living is not for free. You will account to somebody one day. You will account to God how you lived that life. Iba, oh, Iba, oh, Iba. Iba, oh, Iba. Oh, yeah. Iba, oh, Iba. Iba, Iba, oh, Iba. Iba, oh. I need it in a bottle. Iba, oh, Iba. Iba, oh. Blessed art thou, Son of David. Blessed art thou. Blessed art thou, Root of Jesse. You are eminently glorious, magnificently wonderful. I could go on and on and on, but my words are not enough. My vocabularies will fail. Permit me to cry, Iba, 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 Glorious, magnificently wonderful. I could go on and on, but my words are not enough. My vocabulary is to fail. Permit me to cry. Iba, 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 Iba,